Okay. My name is Rachel Ryan.
Hello, my name is Rachel.
Hi, my name is Elliot Van Buckley.
My name is Pushpinder Kaur and I'm a senior at John Adams High School.
My name is Natalia Holman and I'm also a senior at John Adams High School.
My name is Priya Balkisur and I'm also a senior at John Adams High School.
My name is Daphne Diaz.
Hi, my name is Carissa Hanslow.
My name is Savannah. I'm from John Adams High School and I'm part of I messed up.
So my name is Crystal Ragnath.
Hi, my name is Chandani.
Okay, my name is Giselle Lovato.
So my name is Darian.
Oh yeah. Hi, my name is Yasha Pandani.
Hello, my name is Nahida.
My name is Destiny Rivera.
Hi, my name is Maxwell.
My name is Crystal Alexis Packwood.
Hi, I'm a Tara alum. I attend John Adams High School and I'm a part of graduating class of 2015.
Hi, my name is Daniel Morgan.
My name is China Hines.
Hi, my name is Haramit Pal Singh.
I'm Elizabeth Velez.
Hi, my name is Brandon Harrigan.
My name is Tiffany Crawford.
My name is Tariq Samsir.
Hi, my name is Rocky Stewart.
Hi, my name is Beatrice. Hi, my name is Tanisha.
My name is Surendra Govind.
I'm Sarah Ali. Shima Prasad. Hi, my name is Natalia Holman.
My name is Farrell Lewis.
Hi, my name is Sharif Reza.
My name is Sherry Ann Kilwan.
With 1.1 million students, New York City Department of Education is the largest school district in the world. That being said, John Adams High School is the most culturally diverse school in the city. John Adams High School faces a number of difficulties that many other schools do not face. Over 75% of our students are eligible for free lunch. We have a large population of students who have just entered the United States for the first time, and our ESL numbers are growing. John Adams High School is overpopulated and has a separate freshman annex building 2 miles down the road, and trailers to alleviate our overflowing hallways and classrooms. Due to these issues, John Adams High School's graduation rate and standardized test scores are at less than desirable percentages. Because of this, John Adams High School has been put on New York State's persistently low achieving list and has most recently been placed on Governor Cuomo's out of time list. But are these the only problems that can be found in education today?
I cut school a lot and it was just easy in my school to leave and there wasn't really any structure in the school. It was very unorganized.
The negative reasons as to why they have to come to class. I just feel that more teachers should put more positive energies onto students because why would a kid want to be in a negative place?
I didn't actually get to decide on what classes I wanted to take and what classes I needed to take. So this class was just given to me.
It's the adults over the students. It's adults' voices over the students, and the students can't fight.
Critical Thinking is the LaGuardia Community College class that runs at John Adams High School. The class is unique because of its diversity. Its multicultural composition ranges from honor students to students with IEPs from John Adams High School during the normal school day. In addition, it contains students enrolled in John Adams High School's YABC program, which serves overage, undercredited students in an alternative night school setting. In Critical Thinking, students understand that there are a lot of problems that our country faces. Rather than focusing on only these problems, students strive to find solutions. Moreover, in this class, student voice is the rule rather than the exception.
We're treated as though we have a sense of respect, and I guess that changed the environment. That makes students naturally more compatible with one another, because it's okay, it's not just a student-teacher relationship, it's okay, we're working together, we're partners on this. So it creates a different type of comfort with one another, and I think that is the key to students and teachers being able to work with one another and build, because the teacher's not just the only one that's teaching, the students can teach the teacher as well.
If I had a critical thinking class in regular day school, I would have been out of here because I would have
been using my brain in many different ways. I would have been more open-minded to everything.
Something that I really liked is that this is an integrated class. We work with day school students. That's not something that has been done before.
But the class is so much more. It's like, it's giving you this voice, it's giving you the opportunity to do something and be a part of a solution. It's amazing.
Like, we all talk about how there are problems in education, but none of us ever really tried to find a solution for those problems. But now, since we are given the opportunity to raise our voice for something that we need the education to be changed, we need our voice in it, so it's an opportunity for us to just get our voice over there.
Yeah. And something that I think, not only me, but I'm sure other students, like before we were in that class, we never really realized that we have to take everything in everybody's perspective. But like when you got into the class and you sit down and like you think we're giving certain scenarios that we have to think, it's where you realize that your opinion doesn't matter only. It's not only about what you think, it's about what everybody thinks, and you have to get one thing that will go along with everything else. You know?
You have to listen to what others have to say as well. It's like, it's not all about you at the time.
Yeah.
It's about everybody and their perspective and their opinion, and you have to be open-minded to everything.
The critical thinking students created policy papers that recommend solutions for the problems we face in education. In the spring semester 2013, critical thinking students wrote the first of 4 student policy papers. Themes that have repeated in the policy papers are the necessity of the students having a voice in their education, the importance of incorporating students' individual learning styles, student-educator relationships, and their class environment.
We felt that student voice was definitely one of the most important aspects of a student's education. That because high school education was basically the pathway to the rest of their lives, that they should definitely have a voice in what they were learning.
And it was actually us that wrote our own paper. We put in our own ideas into these papers, and we wanted to put it out there that this is us, this is what we want.
I was able to see other people that were actually willing to make a difference in education. People who actually cared about being there, and that kind of actually served as an example that we have a voice. As students, as teachers, we have a voice, and if we don't use that voice, then change won't be made.
One common theme written in all of the critical thinking policy papers are the need for addressing the 21st century learner. One of the ways this can be achieved is integrating technology in everyday instruction. A relatively easy way to do this is using Google applications such as Google Drive and Google Classroom. These simple applications allows for increased student engagement, facilitates peer review, and can be used both in the classroom and outside its 4 walls. Furthermore, Common Core standards for students who are college and career ready in reading, writing, speaking, listening, and language states that students comprehend as well as critique. Students are engaged and open-minded but discerning readers and listeners. They work diligently to understand precisely what an author or speaker is saying, but they also question an author or speaker's assumptions and premises and assess the veracity of claims and the soundness of reasoning. In addition, they value evidence. Students cite specific evidence when offering an oral or written interpretation of a text. They use relevant evidence when supporting their own points in writing and speaking, making their reasoning clear to the reader or listener, and they constructively evaluate others' use of evidence. Moreover, they use technology and digital media strategically and capably. Students employ technology thoughtfully to enhance their reading, writing, speaking, listening, and language use. They are familiar with the strengths and limitations of various technological tools and mediums and can select and use those best suited to their communication goals.
Technology had a really big impact on how the class was ran. The Google Classrooms, we use Google Classroom, we use Google Drive. It really allowed the entire class to connect and just comment on each other's papers and each other's work, and it was much easier doing it that way than, say, handing everybody 30 pieces of papers that they would all have to grade. So Google Drive and software like that allowed us to really connect with the other individuals and better work with them.
We would pretty much sit in our group or buckets, and we would
revise each other's stuff. We would type our own stuff, ask other people in our group to revise it, and then share that stuff with other people in our group, and share it with other people in our class as well, so that they could see it and they could comment and they can make edits to your piece and voice their opinion.
So yeah, with our communication, what we were talking about in the actual document was our research. So we would we would actually put in our research in that document, and then everybody would get a chance to break it down, write their part of it, and give us hints. And there's also a comment section that you can write comments about it. And it's oh, maybe you should add this in, maybe you should add that in. And also in the critical thinking, I believe not only within our own group we got to talk about our paper. We would actually go and peer review, I guess, other groups' paper, and we would break it down. Also, we get comments. Maybe this would sound better, or maybe you need more detail on this part.
It was basically like a live document where if we made changes, everyone else would see it if we had them. And we could see other people's works or whatever it is that they shared with us, and it was just so easy to communicate because we could comment, highlight certain things, you can change this, or I like this, or delete this, and it just really helped us interact with each other and improve our works at the same time.
I found Google Docs incredibly useful because there might have been something that I missed in my paper, maybe an error or grammar error or anything, and then somebody else can comment on it and basically enlighten me for what I did wrong, or I can review somebody else's paper and show them maybe something that needs to be changed or something that's too vague.
We wrote our opening paragraphs, and recently we went over it with each other, and I was amazed because I thought I had my paragraph down pat, and I was amazed at how much feedback I got, different ideas I got about it, and I ended up rewriting it 3 times. And so that naturally, to have so many people with you there through technology, even if they're not physically in the same room as you, is amazing because it shows that they still care about your work. They care about you excelling in your grammar, your diction, all of that stuff, because they understand that it's important to them, so it should be important to you. So technology definitely helps with keeping everybody integrated and working dynamically.
It's a better way to communicate because we don't all have to be, with the way we are now, we don't all have to be at the same place at the same time to work together on the same project. We could collectively work together at the same time while being everywhere.
Were there any?
When we were first introduced to blogging, I didn't know anything about it, how to go about it, create the blog. I didn't know how to get to the website. But Mr. Scalia went through each step, and after the first blog, that was it. It was completely easy.
I feel like since we started vlogging, the classes somewhat become closer. We started discussing topics with each other more, and they comment on your stuff too. So you see what they see, what you can see, or you tell them what they don't see.
The blogging has helped the class become more tight-knit, like a family unit, because everybody is always talking to each other. Oh, did you do this blog? Did you do that blog? Oh, I seen your blog. Yeah, so that makes everybody they're always anticipating what is this person gonna write, what is that person gonna write. Everybody's aware of each other's styles, and they give each other feedback and comments and stuff. So it makes the student more tight knit. We're constantly interacting with each other in the classroom and outside the classroom.
For students that struggle to participate in the classroom setting, blogging offers them an opportunity to interact with other classmates while finding their voice.
I guess blogging did help me bond more with my classmates, because in the beginning of the year I knew I was new last year and everything, and I feel like blogging really helped it more. And I now talk to my classmates even more just through blogging. I think it's really amazing. With blogging, you develop a lot of friendships. Before, I didn't know Beatrice. Well, I did know Beatrice. She was in one of my classes, but I never really talked to her a lot. But now through blogging, I learned so much about her. You could relate
you have that extra time to bond with someone outside of school.
We talk every day. We talk every day. Every class. Like we're always here.
Yeah, always talking.
You know, I'm able to freely express my thoughts. I can express things that I wouldn't be able to express in a typical classroom that I probably wouldn't have time to, say. So,
I am able to have a voice more than I used to. I'm a really shy person in class, so it's not like I'm the first one to raise my hand for a question. But, in blogging, everybody can hear you, not physically, but through your words, because, they're constantly looking and posting. So it's like a connection without a connection.
Blogging did help me grow as a person because I used to be so quiet. I didn't like have people read my work. I didn't like it at all. But blogging, it's like I'm this new person where I can actually talk. I can say things. I'm participating in class, which is something I do not do unless I'm very, very comfortable with the teacher. So blogging is just it brought me out there into the world.
Not only does blogging allow students to grow, it addresses many of the Common Core anchor standards. For instance, Common Core anchor standard number 1 for speaking and listening states that students must prepare for and participate effectively in a range of conversations and collaborations with diverse partners, building on others' ideas and expressing their own clearly and persuasively. Moreover, anchor number 2 states that students must integrate and evaluate information presented in diverse media and formats, including visually, quantitatively, and orally. Furthermore, anchor number 5 states that students must make strategic use of digital media and visual displays of data to express information and enhance understanding of presentations.
Blogging connects me with them through, I can see what they think. 40 minutes isn't enough. So through blogging, I see what they're thinking and what they're not saying in class, but they're actually thinking about and writing about. So I'm reading and learning from them at the same time.
Since my blog is worldwide, it's made me more aware of what I write, and reading other students' blogs, I've begun to see other different perspectives, and I hate to say it, but it kind of changed my perspectives on a lot of things as well.
While introducing laptops and Google applications is a relatively easy process, and blogging offers students the opportunity to interact while offering them a venue to discover their voice, independent study is the epitome of what student voice truly is. Another common theme found in all the critical thinking policy papers are students having a say in what they learn and how they learn it. Academic classes stress the importance of teaching our students lesson plans to focus learning based on test subjects rather than preparing them for their futures. Independent study gives students the opportunity to explore their careers, interests, and talents which are excluded from their normal instructed classes. The classroom environment is college-centered, giving students a chance to work independently and develop habits that will help them in the long run. Unlike a traditional high school setting, the teacher acts as a guide, and students propose their personalized projects, present their progress, receive feedback from their peers, and are responsible for producing a final product at the end of the semester.
It's different because it doesn't have a specific routine to stick to. You walk into your class and do the aim, the do now, here you decide what you want to spend the day doing once it revolves around what you're studying. So that it makes it easier to sit there knowing that, I don't have to do this one specific thing every day, because you can move around a bit more. It makes you feel a little more free.
So as compared to a regular instructed class, this class, we're more free to do what we want, how we want to do it, and the ways that we are comfortable in doing it. Whereas in a regular class, everything is dictated. Everything is dictated to us. I didn't cut that out.
Independent study is different in ways that the students are in control of what they learn and how they learn it, and the teachers are there to guide you more than be a facilitator or an actual instructor and give you this is the lesson plan, this is what we have to do, when students can be in control of okay, I want to do task A, this is how I'm going to do it, I'm going to have a deadline for it, so I need to get it done by this time. And I think it gives a lot more responsibility to the student to get their work done.
in normal mainstream classes, you just do whatever you have to do. You learn. For suppose like math, you learn formulas, you do what others are doing. But in independent study, you're on your own. You're proving your talent, and you're working on your talent that no other class has. It's not about talent in other classes. It's about just learning the basic things, like mainstream things.
Well, when I come in, the first thing I do is get my laptop, sign in, get on bloggers.com, and I would read my classmates' blogs, comment if I have to, and do my research on what I'm doing, art, history, and what I can do to improve my drawings and stuff like that.
I liked how it resembled a higher level class per se. Not a normal high school class, but it's more intricate and the kids actually have to think about what they want to do. It's not like a regular classroom where they just tell you, give you certain papers, do that and you pass, but you have to actually work to get your grade. Not like you can remember a few stuff, write it out and that's it, but you gotta put work each and every day to build up till your max point.
Compared to the normal class, independent study is different because it allows students to choose what they want to learn about and what interests them the most. Because I believe that students they apply themselves more to what they want to do, and students they're more engaged in what they want to learn about. And I believe that students will actually work more harder and more efficient doing what they want.
When we presented our work, I felt comfortable because, as Savannah said, we are family. And I know in most classes, other classes, I feel scared and nervous, but in class I felt happy, I felt open, and I said what was on my mind. And
in this class, it's way different, and it's like a breath of fresh air, and I really like that. How we can sit around and honestly, we can talk things out with others if we need help with something, suggestions. And this is actually something that we are trying to pursue and do in life and actually help us. There's not really much rules, but I like that because it helps me to think for myself instead of somebody telling me. And I find that it improves myself with everything for me.
So why use the strategies in the classroom? The framework for teaching created by Charlotte Danielson is widely regarded as a comprehensive and coherent framework that identifies teacher effectiveness. Domain 2A states that the net result in an environment where all students feel valued and are comfortable taking intellectual risks. Domain 2B states that students assume responsibility for high quality by initiating improvements, making revisions, adding detail, and/or assisting peers. Domain 2C states that routines are well understood and may be initiated by students. Domain 2D states that students take an active role in monitoring their own behavior. Domain 2E states that the classroom environment is safe and learning is accessible to all students. Domain 3A states that students contribute to extending the content by explaining concepts to their classmates and suggesting strategies that might be used. Domain 3B states that students formulate many questions, initiate topics, challenge one another's thinking, and make unsolicited contributions. Domain 3C states that there is evidence of some student initiation of inquiry and student contributions to the exploration of important contents. Students may serve as resources for one another. Domain 3D states that a variety of forms of feedback from both teacher and peers is accurate and specific and advances learning. Domain 3E states that the teacher seizes an opportunity to enhance learning, building on a spontaneous event for students' interests. Considering that the framework has been documented through empirical studies and theoretical research, there is no doubt that these strategies will improve student outcomes. With one student dropping out of high school every 26 seconds, it is evident that the United States has a national crisis on its hands. Is it because we are not addressing the very different needs of the 21st century learner? Is it because policymakers are not consulting all stakeholders, including students and teachers, when making decisions that affect countless millions of students and ultimately our country's future? It's time to change our perspective on how we prefer students to learn. Effective learning should focus on the ways we can make our students receive the best possible education that meets the students' individual learning styles and preferences. Traditional learning restricts student voice, and this needs to change. It's time to put students at the center. The stakes are too high to disregard their voice.